My friends, thank you for gathering here. Today is a momentous occasion for our country. Today, we celebrate the beginning of La Liga Filipina. We promise to put our best efforts towards results that will benefit all. A unified Philippines, a shield against hazards and injustice, development of infrastructure, and above all, reforms for the laws that continue to restrict and oppress us. In the days to come, we will turn our meetings towards discussions of how to achieve this future. But for now, I invite you to converse with your colleagues and become more familiar with each other. I am grateful for your support, and I guarantee that none of this would have been possible without you. Now please, enjoy the rest of the night in each other's company.
This is quite an achievement, Rizal. You've brought the people together at a level even greater than that of the propaganda movement. No small feat.
Thank you, Andres. It pleases me to see how responsive they have been in joining our cause. Staying informed is certainly important, but taking a direct role in activism is a marvelous display of solidarity. Wouldn't you agree?
You're not wrong, but do you ever wonder if there could be something more?
What do you mean by that?
This league feels like just another iteration of the propaganda movement. Who's to say it won't end up facing the same failures? Maybe it's time for new measures, more drastic measures.
And what would you suggest we do?
We've tried to make peace with Spain too many times to count. Maybe it's time to take action in a movement that has no need for fancy words. Perhaps what we need is a revolution.
Keep your voice down. Where did this ridiculous idea come from?
Think about it, Rizal. Where have your efforts gotten you? We're no closer to reform than we were when you started. The peace that you want isn't going to be handed to us. We need to take it for ourselves. This is our moment. This is our time to see what more we can do for our dear country. This is our moment. Now take a stand to fight with us, your brothers, hand in hand.
I can't believe you're proposing this.
This is the path we should be taking. Why do you hesitate, Rizal?
I know that you want to do so much more to help out our people, to free our shores. But this is a risk much too great to take. So stop before you make a huge mistake.
So you're against this revolution?
We're just not ready for one.
Give this a chance, Jose. We could rewrite history together.
Andres,
Remember what you said before? Against the odds we're pressing through, hand in hand, always me and you. Together let our light shine through.
I believe in my words, it's true, but this is not what we should do. We have a league now and we need you.
Be the light when the world is crumbling.
The lives lost won't be worth the fighting.
Do you hear our people crying?
More of them will end up dying, no.
The revolution will unite us.
It will only further divide us. Listen, this is not the path we should pursue, because
this is
I
our
know
moment.
that you want to
Need to
do so
do
much
what's
more
right. We'll stand
to
together.
help out our people. To
It's
free
time
our
to
shores.
fight. This is
but
our
this
moment.
is a risk
We'll
much
hold
too
our
great to
heads
take.
high.
This isn't right.
We need to fight.
This
We'll be the
isn't right.
change.
We
need
cannot
to
fight. I cannot imagine why you would condone this course of action. Spain has mistreated our people in the past, but
But what? They're not the enemy? So all the abuse we've suffered at their hands is perfectly justifiable? You disappoint me, Rizal. How can you say you love your people and then turn away from their pain like this?
Andres, you know that's not what I meant.
Then what do you want, Rizal? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you would betray your country and fool yourself into thinking you're saving it.
Unbelievable. How dare you?
Jose, we've just received a message from His Excellency. He needs to see you. Says it's an urgent matter.
We'll continue this discussion later, Andres. In the meantime, don't get in over your head.
Same to you, Rizal. He doubts me? He's the one who should be called into question. His quest for equality will do nothing but lead us astray. And now this summons from the government, it can't mean anything good for him. It seems like there'll be some dark days ahead for La Liga. I suppose we'll have to wait and see what happens. But if La Liga fails us... No, when La Liga fails us, we'll have no other choice but to strike the first blow. One way or another, independence will be ours.
Greetings, Your Excellency. It is good to see you again.
Leave us.
This is quite the serious gathering, sir. Is there...
Know your place, Rizal. In the past, I was impressed by my communications with you. Even when discussing trivial subjects such as your land disputes and family troubles, you presented yourself with eloquence and intelligence. I had hoped that you might come to realize the error of your ways and see the value of becoming an asset of Spain. And yet, you have continued your rebellion against the natural order.
His Excellency speaks the truth. What foolishness to publish a novel such as this. Blasphemy, slander, lies. You would show disrespect to the order of friars, to the honor of Spain, to the Catholic faith itself.
You claim that faith is a barrier to cultural growth. On the contrary, it is quite the opposite. It is because of faith that your culture is allowed to thrive. You must see that we are here to help you understand that.
I doubt he would ever pursue that belief. All the evidence points to the contrary. Rizal's travel bag, please. So, you've been carrying this around, Material featuring disgraceful portrayal of friars, meant to spread falsehoods of your so-called propaganda movement? Such impudence, such undeserved defamation. You and your fellow perpetrators should be punished accordingly.
And finally, we have your latest work, El Filibusterismo. Quite the fitting name for such a dark, violent tale. Did you really think your revolutionary sentiments would go unnoticed? You disappoint me, Rizal. Father Pablo is correct. Punishment is in order for your actions. You shall be sent to Fort Santiago once more to reflect upon your actions. From there, you shall go to Dapitan and live in exile.
There is some comfort we can offer. Even criminals such as you deserve mercy. We can offer you lodging in the parish convent at Dapitan if you fulfill a few very simple requests.
Yes. All you have to do is retract your statements, confess your past sins, and commit to being a man of Spain and a man of religion. Simple as that. What do you say?
Come on now, accept the offer. You should be honored we are showing you such kindness.
Honored? Why would I be honored to be the subject of a system that you have twisted to serve only yourselves? You preach love and then abuse my people. You bask in riches while those around you live in poverty. You claim to know heavenly wisdom, yet understand nothing of earthly suffering. While the one whom you worship is infallible, his people are not. God loves, man kills.
Get him out of here. Know this, Rizal. If we meet again, it will be the last time.
Please keep in mind that your eyes will be more sensitive than usual for a few days. That's completely normal. If you have any concerns in the days ahead, please let me know.
Dr. Rizal? Oh, I'm sorry. I think I must have the wrong address. Do you know where to find Dr. Rizal?
Oh, apologies for my inattention, madam. I am he. Please, call me Jose.
It's good to finally meet you, Doctor. Excuse me, Jose. My name is Josephine Bracken.
The pleasure is all mine, Miss Bracken. What can I do for you?
My father has been dealing with vision problems. His eyesight grows poorer by the day. I have heard of your talents in ophthalmology, and I was hoping you would be able to help him. But if you're too busy with other business, I understand.
No need for concern, Miss Bracken. It just so happens that my schedule tomorrow is quite free. I would be happy to attend to your father at whatever hour you would prefer. I will do my best to attend to his suffering.
Thank you, Jose. I truly appreciate it. I will return here tomorrow with my father. And please, call me Josephine.
Josephine, I think I may be in love again. I need to tell Mariano about her. Mariano, I met the most incredible woman today. I think I may have finally found my one true love.
Forgive my skepticism, Jose, but you have to admit this is not an entirely new sentiment for you.
How so?
Ever since you left Spain, you've said the same thing about every woman you've been with. And look at how those relationships turned out. There was that fling with Gertrude, that flirtation with Suzanne, and you remember that debacle with, Nelly.
Ugh, Antonio's probably still angry about that, I suppose.
My point is, ever since you and Leonor separated,
We didn't separate. It was...
you've cast yourself into relationships that have held little to no personal meaning. I'm trying to look out for you, Jose. I don't want you to be hurt again.
I'm afraid you're wrong, friend. Josephine is different from the others. I'm sure of it.
Far be it from me to dictate your love life. Very well. I suppose you know yourself better than any of us do. Anyway, I have more pressing matters to discuss with you, Jose. There have been new developments in La Liga while you've been away.
New developments? What's happened? Has La Liga been dissolved?
Not exactly. I'm afraid it's a bit more complicated than that.
Dear Jose, we have been facing many difficulties as of late.
Rizal, believe it or not, things have been better than ever.
In spite of our best efforts, La Liga has been fractured. What once was one organization has become two. I apologize for my failure. Without you, it was nearly impossible to keep the people together.
It pains me to inform you, but La Liga has failed. It turns out I was correct after all. People cannot truly band together unless the cause is strong enough.
However, there are still some whose faith in our cause remains strong. We who continue dedicating ourselves to peaceful reform are now the Cuerpo de Compromisarios. Meanwhile, those following Andres have taken to calling themselves
The Katipunan, a secret society of revolutionaries. You see, peaceful reform was never destined to succeed. The propaganda movement, La Solidaridad, La Liga, none of these brought us any closer to independence. No, the problems we face require a new organization, new solutions, new goals.
Even though our numbers are fewer now, our goals remain the same. Reform through activism.
Independence through revolution.
Improving the infrastructure of our nation.
Building our nation into a republic.
And above all,
Unity among our people.
In light of what has happened to La Liga, simply thinking about the notion of unity is quite disheartening. And yet, our work must continue.
The struggle for freedom is unending. Within the hour, I will be overseeing military exercises in preparation for the battles ahead. Even though the public may not know of our existence yet, It's only a matter of time before we are discovered.
Today, we are planning to hold a public demonstration as we continue our information campaign. Nothing too insurgent, simply another non-violent protest against Spain.
The only message that Spain will listen to is written in the language of revolution. And when they try to stop us, we will be ready.
Farewell, Jose. I wish you prosperity and safety for your time in Dapitan.
Good luck in Dapitan, Rizal. If you ever grow weary of exile and decide to escape, the Katipunan is ready to welcome you with open arms.
And at that point, I was so bothered by my stepmother that I left for a convent. Father was furious. I'd never seen him so angry in my life.
Your father's reaction doesn't surprise me. Do you remember how angry he became when I asked him if he'd give his blessings for our marriage?
I'm sure it was difficult for him to understand. After all, we had only known each other for 1 month.
But within that month, I knew for certain that you and I were destined to be together. And look at us now, married in the eyes of God, if not in the eyes of the church.
It is a bit of a shame that we cannot marry without the bishop's permission, but that is of no consequence to me. You are my husband, and my love for you is true, regardless of what the bishop or anyone else may say.
And you, my wife, make my life better just by being with me. Even if I must remain in this town, my achievements few in number.
Oh, come now, Joe. Think upon all you've accomplished during your time here. Providing health services as a physician and a surgeon, maintaining a school whose tuition is paid through community service, constructing a waterworks system for the town. These are no small feats.
I suppose I have helped a few people here and there.
I know you feel as though you aren't doing enough. Being away from your friends and unable to support them must make you feel disheartened. But remember this, all the progress that they have made was only possible because you helped start it. The work that you have done is reflected in the work being done today. And in the work that will be done, I'm certain. And Joe, we may only have known each other for a year, but I know who you truly are. You are a hero, one who loves his country so much that he still longs to help in any way he can, in spite of trials and tribulations. I admire that immensely. It makes it easy to see how I fell in love with you.
Thank you, Josephine. Your words are incredibly kind. However, I'm not certain the people see me as a hero. These days, it's more likely that someone like Andres would be more in line with their vision.
There's more than one way to be a hero, Joe. Even if the Katipunan are pursuing more radical courses of action and expanding their recruitment efforts, they still...
Recruitment? What do you mean?
Rumor has it that the Katipunan have been establishing chapters throughout the Philippines and gaining more recruits in the process. If I remember correctly, he is organizing a rally with some of his allies today.
A rally? Here? When?
I believe it will be starting soon. Why do you ask?
I need to see for myself what Andres is getting himself into.
Joe, it's not safe. What if you are noticed?
I'll be careful, my love. I promise. I will be back soon.
His patriotism is truly breathtaking. Never before have I known a man who cares so deeply for his country. And yet, I worry his love will be his undoing. Even here, in his exile, Jose is still in danger. He must start taking steps to be more cautious, or else risk facing tragedy at our expense. But as much as it dismays me to admit it, I fear that he may be too late.